Yo, what's good, people? We back at it for another week, another episode of What's the Word with LJ Mental Podcast. As always, I'm your host with the most, LJ. Yeah, man. Getting to that time, almost the end of the year, 2021. I started this podcast back in during the pandemic, back around April 2020. Still here, still going strong here. Might have some changes in the next year to keep growing, keep evolving. But for now, this is what we still got going on right now. So yeah, it's the day before Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people like to wind down during this time and eat more than usual. Especially the people that's been used to eating healthy, if they go on a healthy lifestyle, this is the time where you might start pigging out for the first time in a minute. But yes, I know a lot of people like to wind down. I'm in a groove mode right now, so I'm ready to get past these holidays. I know a lot of people love being around their family, love eating and all that, and I'm with that. But right now, I'm in grind mode. I'm focused right now. Got some things I'm working on with my company. A few things I'm working on. Might have some new company coming soon, but for now, yeah, just focusing on grinding right now. But anyway, so yeah, happy Thanksgiving to people. Hope everybody is feeling appreciated, loved, and hope you good on this holiday that's coming up. But all right, now let's get into the episode, right? So my word of the week is going to be unique. Now, the reason why it's unique is for one particular reason. For one, I always like to see, I love to see things that's never been done before. I love to see history being made. I love, like, even when you look back at the 2007 NFL season, the Patriots, right? The New England Patriots was blowing everybody out, and they were 18-0 going to the Super Bowl. I wanted to see them win the Super Bowl because that's never been done before. Obviously, you had the Dolphins in the 70s, the only undefeated team, but they didn't play 16 games. So technically, New England would have been the first team ever to go win the Super Bowl on 19-0. That's something that's never been done before. I love seeing history being made. This is something that's done, or I spoke about this earlier in Black History Month about black individuals that created things, inventions, like the black woman that created laser eye surgery. That's just one of the inventions that black people came on with. Just things that's never been done before. Now, I wanted to talk about the Starz Network and what 50 Cent is doing, right? With this whole power universe, and it's just a complete, seem like domination of television right now. I mean, obviously there's other shows that's big. Obviously you got everything on demand now, and like with Netflix and Hulu and Stars even HBO Max, you can stream things. But yeah, I wanted to focus on with this Power Universe and just Starz. Like, I'm not sure, maybe I could be wrong, but as far as what 50 Cent is doing with Starz Network, first of all, Starz has been around for many, many years, but before 2014, when the first Power show came out, I really wasn't no premium television shows like that was any noteworthy. I remember briefly watching Starz when I can get like a free subscription for a few months or something. And the only thing on there was like some old ass movies, or they might have their own movies here and there, but not really any television shows. HBO was the dominant network for years, and HBO still got a lot of shit. But when Power came out on that network, it brought a lot of attention. It brought some other shows along with it that I think that gave the probably the courage and for other maybe writers and producers to go to the Starz Network. But yeah, before Starz, I mean, before Power, I've never really seen anything on. And now, 50 created this Power universe I've never really seen anything like that in television. Like as far as like you got the first show Power, which is ended, and now you have all these spin-offs. And this obviously isn't the first TV show to have spin-offs. Like you had sitcoms back in the 90s, early 2000s that might have a show and then have a bunch of spin-offs later. They're connected, but they're not completely directly related to each other, and they have different writers and different people who direct the show different. But the Power Universe is the same producer and the same showrunner. They obviously have a bunch of different writers team, but it's the same squad getting the job done. And they follow right along after each other. There might be other shows like that, but I've never really seen it done in this way. Like, because obviously you have the Marvel universe, obviously, right, with movies and comic books over the years. But as far as I've never really seen it done like that in this way. Like this is basically, I guess you can call it like the street game of Marvel. Basically, that's basically what it is. It's basically like Marvel in the streets, basically in the hood. So, but yeah, I've never really seen it done in this way. Like I said, like there's been other spin-offs. There's been plenty of shows with spin-offs, and there's been but I've never really seen it done in this way. As far as shows right back to back one another, because there's 3 spin-offs. Like you got Power Book 2 that's running right now. You got Power Book 3 that just season 1 is ending the summer, already renewed for season 2, and you got Power Book 4, which is the one I can't wait for the most. Show about the character Tommy that's coming in February 6th, the week before the Super Bowl, which is crazy. Super Bowl's gonna be played the second week of February, not the first. But yeah, it's gonna be but yeah, it's crazy. I ain't never really seen nothing like this before. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody can point it out. Maybe there's some other shows that's done dominant. But I mean, just basically as far as a network, I think as a whole too, like what 50 Cent and his team is doing as far as the Starz Network is concerned. He just completely took it over. I'm surprised he doesn't have ownership stake in Starz yet, because yeah, he brought so many eyes to that network. It's just crazy. Like, and also BMF show that was just had their season finale, which is 50, the executive producer of that as well. It's not the Power of the Universe, but just another example of the domination of that television network, that premium TV network, because I said HBO for years has dominated that space as far as like premium television. HBO for many years. You got a show that's not on TV. The premium show it was damn near HBO or bust basically. Before Power came out, like yeah, I can't think of any shows that really lasted that wasn't on HBO. There's tons of great content that was on. And still HBO, and also too, that's dope about what Starz is. All of these shows, they come out Sunday, right? But you can watch it right at midnight on Sunday, Saturday night, or if you on the West Coast, or anywhere that's not on Eastern Time Zone, like if you on Central Time, if you on whatever. Because it goes for Eastern Standard Time, right? If you're on the West Coast like me, you can watch it at 9 p.m. on Saturday night. You don't gotta wait till a specific time on, like, cause HBO. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised HBO doesn't have that, cause they have Curb Your Enthusiasm right now, and Insecure, I think, which premiered the same day. Both of them shows. Um, you gotta wait for a certain time. It's available after, I believe, 10:30 p.m. Sunday night, so you can't stream it at midnight Saturday night. So I'm shocked HBO ain't got nothing like that. That's surprising to me. For a network that's been dominated for so long. Um, but yeah, just the whole, yeah, the word unique. That's the whole thing that I'm trying to get at as far as is this TV shows he's doing is a completely unique, a completely brand new like idea. But I mean, as far as the domination of a television network, I've never really seen that before. I'm not talking about the unique, the character from his show Power Book 3, played by Joey Badass. I'm not talking about his because the character's name happens to be unique. I'm talking about the actual meaning of the word. Um, I remember years ago somebody told me, if you have an original idea, you will be a millionaire. And not in this, and I strongly believe that. But the thing is, you gotta have a plan, because it's all about execution. Because you can have an idea all day you want. If you don't execute it properly, that shit ain't gonna never work. Um, so yeah, I strongly believe that. So at the end of the day, you gotta be able to execute. You gotta have a plan. You can't just have this idea and not even execute it properly. You gotta put steps in place to make it work, make people buy into your shit. Because everybody not gonna understand your vision. But yeah, something unique as far as, but yeah, as far as back to this power or universe, right? First of all of these shows have been dope. So um, I think like the drug shows have been around before, like street shows. It's just, but they got a little interesting twist, I think, with all of them. Like it's the whole dynamic of Power One. There's a guy who owns a club who grew up in the drug game, but the whole time, the whole show, he wants to get out, and he got a family, and so yeah, it's a drug. Like you obviously got The Wire, which is probably a direct comparison most of the time. It has some of the characters remind me of some of the characters from The Wire, but it has an interesting twist on it as far as the whole dynamic. And Power Book 2 about college kids trying to be the next generation of who Ghost and Tommy was. They're basically the next gen, but they suburb kids. They didn't have to grow through what the guys in Power Book 1 have to go through. Them guys grew up in the gutter. But yeah, Power Book 2 basically the next generation. Power Book 3 is about the past, the 90s. Power Book 4, I'm not sure completely what that's going to be about, but I know it's about one of the OG characters from, one of my favorite characters from the original Power, Tommy, in a different city. So they all got interesting twists on how they do it. But yeah, my main point is about as far as why I brought up this whole 50 Cent the domination of the Starz Network and it being unique. I think what's unique about it is something that this sheer domination, and as far as like man has like what, 5 shows. I know originally I think they were gonna have 4 spinoffs. I'm not sure if they're still gonna do the one based on Lorenz Tate character, Rashad Tate. I'm not sure if they're still gonna do that one. I haven't heard any reports about it. Honestly, I'm not that interested in that one, honestly. All the other ones I think are very interesting, but that one I'm really, not too much into that one. But yeah, I think it's really interesting on what's being done there. First of all, going to the Starz Network, because most people go to HBO, like I said, and then 2 turned it into like a network that people want to see for other shows. Uh, Giving them the courage to put other shows on there outside of the Power Universe. Um, yeah, it's just a complete domination basically of premium. Like HBO, I think is gonna still be around, so they're not completely gonna wipe HBO off the map. That's not gonna happen. But as far as what they're doing with that, yes, is super dope, and I love it. And I just love seeing things that's never been done before. Um, which is why it annoys me with people to complain about the Super Bowl halftime show. It's the first ever hip hop show. Like some people, everybody not a fan of hip hop. That's cool, but me, I just love seeing history being made. I love seeing shit that's never been done before. There's never been a hip hop show in the Super Bowl before ever. Like it's never been done. So I'm happy it's finally gonna happen. So yeah, I just love to be seeing history being made. I love seeing records being broken. Um, put some new shit in the Guinness World Records. I just love seeing new shit happen. Um, but yeah, I mean, obviously you got other things that's coming. It's been brand new, and people might not understand it at the time. Like Bitcoin, for instance, like Tesla, for instance, among many other things that's come and seem unique at the time, and basically taking over. So yeah. So now let's move on to the next thing. I wanted to talk about this briefly, right? The USFL is coming back, right? Now, so if you below the pretty much like either my age, if you're in your 30s or younger, you might not know what the USFL is. I heard about it, but they ended it. I think either right before I was born. I know they ended it in the 80s, and now it's actually coming back. So football league. It's gonna have NFL style rules, I believe, with a little twist, something like that. I'm not sure completely what that twist is, but that's what I heard about it so far. Um, so yeah, I thought this was interesting because it's a good time they're gonna have. It's gonna come in April 2022. They're bringing it back. Gonna have 8 teams. Uh, and it seems kind of regional too. The teams they're gonna have because I see they got a team in Pittsburgh, Philly, Jersey. Um, they got one in New Orleans. Uh, I forget the others, but they all seem kind of regional, like kind of East Coast, maybe a little Midwest. Yeah, they seem kind of regional as far as the teams they have. I'm not sure if they're gonna add more teams. They probably will, depending on how they first season. But yeah, they obviously. So they're gonna have some professionals from the NFL past. They're gonna be managing it as far as referees and as far as ownership. Not sure who's gonna be the coaches of each team, but I'm not sure if they're gonna be drafted like because I know back in the '80s, like they had some players that were drafted to the USFL first, and then later on ended up going to the NFL. So I'm not sure it's gonna be like that. They're looking at college prospects to get drafted there. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that's gonna work. Let's say it's gonna run in the spring. So yeah, it's when the NFL is done, basically. So obviously they can't have it in the fall because NFL basically dominates the fall. So as far as sports, so yeah, it's a good time to have the spring. That's when baseball just starting and NBA starts to kick up. As far as football, yeah, that's a good time to have it because no NFL is on. So I might check it out. If I remember some stuff I forget to even check out or watch, depending on what I got going on. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing how this turns out as far as the USFL and what they got going on. So And I remember in the XFL, it's another league, um, football league that came in 2020, right before the pandemic hit, and that basically caused the business to kind of fail because obviously, because the pandemic hit, caused a lot of businesses to go under big time, and it fixed it. XFL was one of them. So apparently they're going to be coming back in 2023. Not sure how that's going to work, but yeah, as far as USFL, I think it only lasted a couple seasons in the '80s. Um, so yeah, I'm interested to see how that goes. April 2022. More football, so yeah, I'm with it. I'm a big football head, so we're gonna see how that goes. Um, Very interesting. So yeah, last thing I want to talk about before I get up out of here is I want to talk about this little scuffle. Not even a scuffle, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could say a little scuffle. Not even a full-on altercation with LeBron James and I think he's a rookie, Isaiah Stewart for the Detroit Pistons, right? Um, it's crazy because I didn't watch this game. It was a game that was going on Sunday afternoon, the same time as football. I'm sorry, I don't watch. I like NBA, but I'm not watching it when football's on. I'm sorry, the NFL is and it's on at the same time. But I did see the highlights and I saw what happened. Uh, Now, initially I saw that there was some pushing and shoving. I didn't see what happened. I'm like, yo, what's going on? What happened? And then they showed the replay. LeBron accidentally closed fists. And they fighting for the ball, or for positioning rather, to possibly get the ball. But LeBron hits dude in the face by accident. Now, some people say it's intentional, so I don't think it was intentional. Like, LeBron wasn't even looking at him. Like, I've heard people say he might have lost his cool, like, because LeBron isn't a dirty player. No, has no history of doing nothing like that. Um, I don't think it was intentional. Now, you could say it was dirty. Um, I don't think it was dirty because it was intentional. Now, some people can define on what dirty and dirty is, but to me, I, I'm to me, I don't think it was dirty because I don't think LeBron meant to do it. That's why I don't think it was dirty. Like I feel like only it's something that's only dirty when they mean to do it. Now, some people can be sneaky how they try and pull stuff off, and try to be slick with it. Like I don't even think LeBron was trying to be slick. I just think he accidentally hit him. Now it's crazy that his hit caused dude to leak. His lip was busted and his eye was tore up with blood. I'm like, damn, just from that hit, because I saw the blood pour out before I saw the hit, the replay. I'm like, yo, why how the fuck he hit like that? I'm like, I didn't understand how it did, but that's crazy that LeBron caused him to leak like that from a hit. That's crazy. Like, it don't look like that hit would have did no damage like that. And then Isaiah Stewart gonna get up in his face, LeBron's face, um, and then they get separated, and then later on cause this ruckus of trying to rush towards him. Like, I'm like, come on, man. I thought that was fraudulent, honestly. Like, come on, you had LeBron right in your face. You really wanted to get to him. You wanted to sock LeBron back. Like, you had him right in your face. You should have done it right there. He was standing right in front of you. And I guess LeBron was trying to apologize, like, yo, my bad, man. I ain't mean to do that. Which is hard. I get why dude is upset. Like, LeBron, you tore my eye up. And my lip busted, bro. Like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy that hit caused that to happen. Now, but dude need to chill. Like, if he was really going to go after LeBron, he should have did it right there. Like, LeBron was standing right in front of him. So, I don't buy it. We don't believe you need more people, bro. I don't believe the hype, man. Like if you really wanted LeBron like that, like you could have got to him. Now, I guess LeBron got suspended one game, which was the game the Lakers lost last night. I guess he'll be back. The Lakers play again. Isaiah Stewart was out for 2 games. But yeah, as far as that whole little altercation he was trying to get into, I seen Russell Westbrook. He had his he had his fist up like, yo, what's up? You not getting the LeBron? But yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I don't think he was gonna do nothing to LeBron because if he wanted to do something, he would have hit him right then and there. There's been other stuff that's happened like like Kareem breaking somebody, I think leg. Um, had God rest his soul, Kobe Bryant, a little scuffle with Chris Childs. He gave him the 2 piece. Um, he just went after Kobe. He hit him right in his face. So, but yeah, this right here, if he wanted to get to LeBron, he should have got him right then and there. Now, if he did, it might have been more than a 2 game suspension. If he did, so maybe he's actually thinking like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't because I'm getting a lot of trouble if I actually put hands on him. But yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have caused all that at the end. Though, if he really wanted to get LeBron, he should have got him right then and there. Like, nah, bro. Like, you don't buy it. You don't buy it, bro. But yeah, it's they gonna move on from this, and who knows? Maybe this will be replayed and looked at by some people. They could have a laugh at it, but I don't think nobody gonna be thinking about this in April, May, June when this playoff time. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about this if either of these teams make the playoffs, because the Lakers look terrible right now. And I hope they make the playoffs, but we'll see. Not sure if Pistons will either, but yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Um, so yeah, it's like I said, the word of the week was unique because I like seeing things that's never been done before, and yeah, hopefully some more people try and do something that's never been done before. It's hard, especially in this day and age. It don't have to be completely original, but put your own spin on something. Uh, like Nas said, no idea is an original. There's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done. But anyway, yeah, keep inspiring out there. I'm gonna do my best to try and inspire. Um, Grind, try and do some things different. But yeah, hope everybody stays safe, stay healthy, be happy with your fam this holiday, and as always, stay sucker free. I'm out.